Alright, what's up CLG gamers? Today I'm going to be talking about players that inspired me throughout my fighting game career. And I've been playing fighting games for a really long time.
Nice, this is a good start. Oh my god. Flash confirm as well. Jobber, oh my god. Oh, he's gonna get the hard knockdown. This next mix could decide it. Here to decide it. Oh my god, the burst! And the Scarecrow coming down. Running away! Apologyman! Apologyman takes the 3-2 over Umi, showing our very first match of top 24.
I started in 2007 with Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I've been playing basically competitively at tournaments since. There's a lot of players that inspired me throughout the years in terms of characters, mental advice. I could list off a bunch. Dacid Bro, longtime NorCal player, Ryan X Elite. When I played Melee, I played Dr. Mario, so I watched a lot of Shroom matches. There's tons and tons of players that I looked up to, but I think the one player that really just changed the course of how I viewed fighting games the most is a player in Marvel 3. And he is a player from Texas, and his name is Rubeks.
He dropped right in the scrolls, waiting arms. That's 2. Happy birthday.
He lost his Virgil and his anchor.
That is not how you want to play game 1.
Oh my god!
Same side, Frankie. Watch out.
He played Super Skrull Spencer Modoc, which at this time was it's just a weird ass team. No one plays these characters. And he played the same characters that I did. I played Super Skrull, Frank West, Dr. Doom, and most notably, a lot of people know me for my Firebrand. So I've always been a Super Skrull enjoyer, right? But I never really played Marvel 3. That's when it came out, it was never my main focus. I was mostly a BlazBlue player. I kind of just played Marvel 3 on the side because I thought it was stupid and fun and everyone played it. So I was like, you know what? If I beat up players in this game, they're losing to a BlazBlue player, so suck it. It's I over time grew to like the game, and a lot of it is actually due to this guy. I think it was Evo 2013. I entered Marvel 3. I was there for BlazBlue primarily, and I didn't really care about how well I would do, but I somehow made top 32 in that bracket. Insane. I don't know how I made top 32, but the player that put me in losers actually was none other than the man himself, Rubeks. It was 2 out of 3 at that time, so I pulled up to my pool, I played him, and I was like, whoa, this dude plays Super Skrull? I'd never seen anybody else play Super Skrull besides Hi, I'm Nasty. He's a very rare character. And I played him, and oh my god, he inspired me. The way he played, his movement, the creativity that his team displayed, it was none other. He played Super Skrull with Balloon Bomb Assist, which is such a rare assist end character. I think it was in 2014 when plink dashing started becoming more of a common thing. It's this option select dash into throw, and he was a player that did it super early, which is crazy to me. He was plink dashing before any other player was. And so when I'm playing him, I feel I saw at least 12 things I've never seen before ever. Insane. I was just in shock about how much this dude was just ahead of the game, and he was playing a very creative team and playing the way that he wanted to. It was so sick. So I started watching a lot of his matches throughout the years, and I always just kind of kept tabs on him, see what kind of things he came up with, and he'd always be pushing. So one thing that he also was very good at is his execution. His execution was probably top, one of the best. I think when people talk about execution, a lot of people think about Marlin Pie, they think about Sakonoko. In my opinion, one of the best executions in fighting games period is Rubeks. So in Marvel 3, there's very few solo character infinites, but they're very, very hard to do. One of the characters that could do it is Spencer. And what it requires you to do it's crazy. What he would do is actually go for this infinite. People knew about this in theory, but nobody would go for it in match. This dude went for it in tournament, which is insane. I was just constantly watching this guy. He's constantly pushing the possible limitations of a human in fighting games, and it was so cool to me. I don't know. I would just fanboy. He was the only player. I've seen there's tons of fighting game greats like Daigo and Tokido, blah blah blah, but no player got me so hyped like this guy, Rubeks. He did these crazy infinites, made so much tech, and he did it with the team. He did it his way. which I think was what really stuck with me, right? I guess a lot of people know me for playing, I guess, kind of weirder characters, and I don't know. I feel like he just rubbed off on me, you know? I was just like, man, that's the type of player I want to be like. I want to be the guy that plays the game like his way, that's fun for him, and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. That's like that was very inspiring to me. So I try to model a lot of my play like off that. Sometimes because I play characters that I like, sometimes I luck out and they're broken, like Firebrand. And sometimes I don't luck out and I play Super Scroll or Faust. And I'll never forget this match. This match is like probably the most hype I've ever been. I was in the crowd watching it. It's in top eight winners. He beats Justin Wong. And like the way he does, it's so sick. He actually outplays the crap out of him. He has so much like weird matchup knowledge like with his team that only he knows. Like no one plays his characters or team or understands the strategy at all. And it was just so hype watching somebody who won tournaments all the time. Justin Wong won Evo, like multiple Evo fight like medals. Like he's one of the most storied fighting game players. And watching this match up close, like I legit like I think I cried, actually. I was so inspired. I'm like, this dude is the fucking sickest. I want to be like him. I want to be like this guy. I haven't talked to him in a while. I hope he's doing well. But he's inspired me like no other fighting game player, I think. And that's why I'll always be like number one Rubeks fan. That's the player that inspires me. Let me know what player inspires you in fighting games. Maybe it doesn't even have to be like a top player. It could just be a local player. It could be one of your friends. You know, there's a lot of ways I feel like through fighting games. Like if you're really invested in it, there's so many things about fighting games that can really speak to people. And that's like always something that really interests me. So definitely let me know who inspires you in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.